What up, y'all? It is once again your man, D-Real, coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where entertainment is what I do. Now, before I do what I do, I need y'all to do what y'all do. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D-Real page. You subscribe, you get alerts when new videos come out. If you're digging what a brother's shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. That's how we grow things. All right, I'm going to tell you a little story about a man named Chanda, who was the Black Panther during, well, depending on what iteration of it you look at, he was the Black Panther either during slavery times or the Black Panther immediately after World War II. However, immediately after World War II, he ran afoul of the father of Ulysses Claw. Fritz Claw, the German war criminal who often ran afoul of one Nicholas J. Fury. Now, as the story goes in Fantastic Four Unlimited number 1 in 1993, there is a story told about Fritz Claw and his plane crashing in Wakanda. Chanda and his wife, Nanali, nurse Colonel Claw back to health, and Colonel Claw is allowed to meal around and move around and see things. And he's like, oh, this Wakanda is banging. They got this vibranium stuff going on. I am loving this. You know what? You know who would enjoy this? You know who would enjoy this? The Third Reich. We need to get some of this vibranium up in our coffers. Well, push come to shove, as we all know, so famously and so frequently, the vibranium is asked for, or folks are trying to muscle the vibranium off of them, and they say no. In an ensuing battle, Chanda's wife, Nanali, is killed. And in revenge, Chanda takes Claw's steel hand, and he cowers back to Germany in defeat. This causes his son later on, y'all know the story about Ulysses Claw, both versions. But here's what I want to throw at you about this story right here. This is a story about unfortunate circumstances and having to trust people that you have no earthly reason whatsoever to trust. Chanda of Wakanda, classically a society who is very untrustworthy of outsiders, decides to take a chance on a Nazi, a war criminal, no less. It's like, I don't know what it is. Wakandans seem to be very, 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 very against murdering people. And if they can help it, they will do everything in their power not to kill. We see the examples throughout the 616 and even in other universes, like the 19999, where T'Challa at first wants to kill the man he thinks is responsible for killing his father, but then at the end decides not to. When in comics, we have seen many occasions where T'Challa ain't had no problem offing people for less, for just for offending Wakanda, offing people for that, not even because of anybody dying to no certain degree or anything like that. So the bigger question becomes, are Wakandans pushovers? Nah, they're a warrior race. They are the most technologically advanced society on planet Earth and have an entire empire. Nah, there ain't no pushovers. They're fierce warriors. But I think even with somebody as, you know, hardcore as Chanda, is there something that goes on in the heat of battle? Is there something about being around vibranium that makes you say, no, there's a better way to handle this? I am not going to murder this dude, even though he killed my wife. I am not going to murder this dude, even though he killed my father. I am not going to murder this dude, even though he killed my brother. That seems to be contrary to what the natural thought process is. If you kill my father, and I believe I've said this before in another video, even though me and my father weren't close, I might feel some kind of way about you simply because of your lack of respect for human life. Now, if it's my wife, all bets are off. I'm going to hunt you to the ends of the earth and I'm going to kill you slow. So if that had been Ramunda, who got killed in Captain America Civil War, we probably would have seen another T'Challa. I mean, it's totally possible. They be killing the wrong people all the time in the MCU. So why would that be any different? You know what I mean? I guess low-key, I'm trying to tie this in some way, shape, or form to a recast T'Challa type video by saying death shouldn't be your ultimate fix. Just like a multiversal option shouldn't be your ultimate fix. Killing somebody off in a storyline that needs to be in that storyline because you want to do something else, it works sometimes. But by and large, killing folks off for the sensationalism of it is lazy writing. And unless that death is going to have meaning, you probably shouldn't do it. Even in a situation where nobody would have said nothing if Chanda killed Claw. Nobody would have said anything. Plus, it was Wakanda and he's the king. But he's saying, nah, I ain't going to kill this dude. I would rather humiliate him. And it turned out to be pretty damn humiliating for Colonel Claw, as they used to call him back in the day. I don't know, man. I feel like there needs to be more consideration on the part of writers when they say, okay, let's kill this character off, or let's end this character's story arc and never pick this character up again. From all over, who ain't getting no airplay, who are just sitting on a shelf ossifying because nobody has ideas to incorporate them. So where I'm going with it, I feel like if these old characters and these narrow-minded writers do not want to incorporate these perfectly good characters they got sitting around, I guess it's up to us. You know, I ain't got no problem making it happen. You know what I mean? I've been talking to people all the time, and this is where we at. I mean, if it's got to be a fight for an IP, if that's what it comes down to, we ready for that. You know what I mean? If you don't have no respect for the IP, if you ain't got no love for the IP, then step your butt back and let somebody who does have love and respect for that IP do something to make it flourish, to build it into something. Just like, you know what? Not going to start naming off the usual suspects. I'm just going to say, many men, we still getting it in. Ain't nobody forgot. And in case y'all haven't noticed, not saying anything is also saying something. Think about that. How y'all feel about the story of Chanda? How do y'all feel about death as a lazy plot device? I know how y'all feel, but I want to see it. Drop it in the comments. And as always, I will be coming at y'all with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good and be good to each other.